Hello, Africa. Hello, everyone. Welcome to yet again another edition of Pitchside live here in South Africa. Really excited to be here. You see, usually wochaza abantu ku show. Abantu batula ne babeera organized. Naye guest wa leero. Yeah, we are talking. Tabula oba chai. Simutegeera. I don't get it.
No,
really don't get it.
It's a rainy day, so I need to keep warm.
You need to keep warm.
This is part of my routine to keep warm.
What are you sipping on?
Just something to keep me warm.
To keep you warm?
Yes.
Bakaita batya akantu ako?
Nange sikamanyi. But it's a South American thing.
It's a South American thing.
Yes.
All right, guys, away from the jokes and laughing, really privileged to sit down with arguably Uganda's biggest export in football. You ran out of superlatives to introduce Denis Masinde Onyango, but we shall do that. It's surely something that we have to do. Most decorated player in the PSL, Champions League winner, best player, best in Africa, several individual accolades. Uganda Cranes captain forever, for life.
Can be.
And a lot more. Yeah, Dennis, welcome to Pitchside.
Welcome to South Africa as well. Pitchside has moved all the way from Kampala to the world.
Yes.
Because this is not only going to be watched by people in Uganda, but it's going to be watched by the world. And I thank you for making time.
Yes, sir.
To come all the way from the motherland.
Yes.
To the south of the continent, but all good.
Yeah, all good, all good. Yeah, big up to Denis Onyango. He's ensured that my stay here is safe and good. He's done a great job. I appreciate that. Alongside our other Ugandan colleagues. You won't see them in camera, but Uncle Eddie, Uncle Gab. Happy to see you, man. How is South Africa? You know, each time you come to Uganda, that's the only time we get to talk, but we only you give us a perspective of being in Uganda and all of that. And one of the reasons why I came here is to actually take it in and understand how do you guys, juggle life this side.
Life is moving well in South Africa. You actually came home.
Yes.
Where I stay with the family.
Yeah.
And I wanted to also welcome you to my house.
Sure.
Because it's very important to have.
Sure.
We are both Samias, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
So you are at home.
Yeah, I'm home.
I will not say you're a second husband, but you are at home. Feel at home. And it's been overdue for me to be on the show. And of course, the show came to me, right? And I'm excited. I'm excited to go on this journey with you.
Apart from you being, a footballer and the busy schedule that you are, you have a family, you're in a foreign land. For all these years, over 12 years, 15, have you been able to, glide through South Africa as a country and balance life, language, food, culture? I'm sure you now have tested all of that, but how has the process been?
The process was smooth. I would say it was smooth because the first club that I played for, most of the players would speak to me and communicate to me in English.
Yeah.
And the previous clubs that I have been to as well, until now that I'm at Sundown, the language barrier hasn't been a challenge for me. Of course, it's my responsibility to learn the languages, but they made me comfortable by speaking English. So unfortunately, I'm not so much involved in the language side because I don't speak the local languages, but English is a universal language and it connects everyone. So for me, it's been fantastic. The family, raising kids, being a father as well, hasn't been the easiest because I'm in camp day in, day out. But with the support of my wife, she takes the kids to school. She makes sure that they understand that I have to work, traveling to Uganda sometimes for football and of course for my free time, because sometimes I need to come to Kampala just to freshen up the brain, change the environment, and they understand. So it has not been the smoothest, but it's a journey that is incredible, and I'm really enjoying it. And I know I'm reaching towards the end of my playing time, but the journey has been incredible.
One of those things that I've noticed that you usually do is you usually share a lot of statuses on your phone, and it gets me thinking: does that also help you relax? Because you usually have your camera on with your teammates, they're eating, yeah, you're on the flight. Sometimes you're driving from training or home. Just how much does that fun help you loosen up as Denis Onyango?
That alone keeps me going because sometimes I come back home late, around 1 or 2 p.m. Sorry, 2 a.m. in the morning. Maybe from the game, from traveling in terms of Champions League, and then we fly back late, and sometimes I don't get the chance to see the kids for 3 4 days.
Oh,
Even when I come back, they are sleeping, and then in the morning they have to go to school. So it's challenging, but these are the things that drive me, making memories, because those are memories that I have to make with the camera. Because at one time I will have to stop playing football, and those are the things I'll sit back and look at and start looking at life in a different way. But these are the memories that I keep with me, and I record some of the moments where sometimes they are sad because we don't win all the games.
yeah.
And if you don't win all the games, which means there's pressure.
Yeah.
But sometimes we win, and it also helps the family to gel and be happy as well.
Yeah, very good context as regards to memories. It's important for someone like you to actually have those memories. But on the pitch, training with Sundowns and preparing for big games or whichever games that you're going to play, what are some of those must-do things that never go off your list? Leading up to especially a football game as Denis Onyango. What are those things that have to be done? And maybe when you reach the club, what are those circumstances? I just want to get into your game day preparation or match day preparation, not only on match day, but even a few days before.
Well, normally it's match day -1
Yeah.
before the match. As a player or as Dennis, you must make sure that you eat the right food. You must have the right fuel in the system, and eat a lot of carbs, and of course make sure that you are fully focused on the job at hand. Because if I'm not focused, I'm gonna lose the concentration in the game, and of course it's gonna cost the team. But the support I also get from home, knowing that I'm going to play a game, pushes me, because they know that I'm going out there to work for them. And of course, knowing that the team relies on me most of the time, or as a goalkeeper, I need to make sure that they believe in me. They give me that confidence going in the game, knowing that any mistake we are punished. So for me, it's just doing the simple basic things, refilling the tank, because I need to have the tank ready for a full game. So it's not easy, but these are the few things that we have to do. Talking to the dietitian, who helps us also to know what to eat on match day -1, and on match day what fuel to put in the system. And yeah, nothing special, but just to stay focused and knowing that the body is in the right shape.
At the club, do they like check players' weights? How often do they do that? And if you've not followed the right weight, if you're not on the right weight, what happens?
Of course, the club checks us almost every day. When we travel to play the Champions League games, it's an everyday routine, because now you're moving from one country to another. They also have to look at the flight duration. Like now, we've been playing the North African countries, so you're changing locations. You're staying in the flight for almost 13 to 14 hours. What do you eat on the flight?
Please add that, yeah, you're staying on a chartered flight. Yeah, we have to be, Dennis, let's be honest.
Well, yeah, but not always. Not always that we
Oh.
get the charter.
Okay.
We normally get the charters when we get into the. Every game is crucial, but in the knockout stages, and when the season is so tight, like now we play every 2 3 days. So the club makes sure that the players and the technical team are catered for. We go on a charter flight, which is very, very expensive normally. But football is about spending, and if you're not ready to spend money in football, I don't think you can get all the success you need. So they do weighing every day when we play Champions League, but of course, even at home, when we play at home or away in the league, we get weighed. on match day -1 to see your weight, and on match day, and of course the following day after a match, because they need to know how did you manage to look after the body even after the game. So weigh in is a big issue at the club, and of course in terms of weight, if you are overweight, they give you a guideline on
Oh,
how
no.
many kilos how many kilos to lose, because it's very important not to affect your game.
The other things are just obvious. Keep time.
Yeah, that's standard, because there's also fines for not coming on time. When you come on time at training, it allows the technical team also to plan the training session. So timekeeping is a key component in terms of playing football, because even in football, when you play for 90 minutes, there's added time, and you play for time, and you know when to manage the game and what to do with in the 70th minute, 80th minute, 50th minute. So time is a key component in football.
In football. All right, Dennis, it's over 10 seasons now at Mamelodi Sundowns. We've talked about you being one of the most decorated players. If anything, the most decorated player in the PSL, which is an accomplishment that, is out there now for everyone to see. I just want to understand from your perspective. I know that you read these things and you hear them and they ask you about them, but just how proud are you that we sit here and talk about this journey that you've had and the success that comes with it?
It makes me very proud looking at where I come from, the challenges that I've faced, even when I was in South Africa. I mean, it wasn't smooth. Someone will say, yeah, but the moment he arrived, everything went well. No, it wasn't, because there was a few challenges of not having game time, going on loan, getting injuries, and staying out for a couple of months, and working hard. It's very cold in winter here.
Yeah.
The preseason becoming tougher and tougher. So the perseverance and the hard work that you put in, I think, paid off, and the patience, because I was very patient. Not playing so many games on arrival to Sundown, and I kept going, knowing that my chance will come, and when it came, I took it with both hands, knowing that at one stage I wouldn't be able to be maybe the number one, but staying positive, being a leader, not to be selfish, not to share the number one spot, because it doesn't belong to me. Whoever plays, that's the time it belongs to him. So knowing all these things, and being a father figure in the change room also, it's very, very important, because we have so many youngsters in the team, and helping them to grow into the culture of the team, and of course making them aware that they have so much responsibility lying on them, because sometimes we forget that we are playing football, but we have people who are looking up to us. We have supporters, we have the club owners, the Mtsepe family, and of course the entire Sundowns family. So we carry a lot of responsibility that sometimes we forget, and these are the few things that we need to pass on to the young generation, so that when we move out of the club or we retire from the change room, they know the culture of the club. So these are things that go hand in hand with the leadership that we have at the club, in terms of the players, the senior players, the captains, those who have been at the club for a very long time, and those who are in their early 30s, because everyone picks up a role to play at the club.
I had an interview with Temba Zwane, and he definitely spoke glowingly about you. You, Temba, and Morena, if I'm not mistaken, are the only surviving members from the 2016 Champions League winning team at Sundowns. My question being just how much of that coordination, that working together, that brotherhood, just how much of that brotherhood has helped all of you people become the quality players that you are today?
It's amazing, and for me, Temba is one of the most humble guy that you will ever find in football, because he's a sweetheart at the club. Everyone loves him. The supporters love him, players and technical team, because not because he's he gives money, no, but it's because of his way of behaving on and off the field. It's very important. His football speaks for himself, because when he goes to the national team, players love him from different clubs. That shows how much he is to the community because he comes from a very humble background. I remember Temba coming to Sundown his first few months. He could take a taxi from Tembisa because Tembisa and Cloudcop, they are close to each other, but he would jump off a taxi on the traffic lights and come into Cloudcop and train and then go back home. So he knew where he comes from. He comes from a very humble background, very, very good footballer that everyone knows, but also a very good human being because to be a good footballer, you must first be a good human being because no one plays alone.
Absolutely.
If you want to be a superstar alone, try play 1 against 11. You'll see how difficult it is. But when you give respect to your teammates and everyone around you, the support they give you is incredible, and they will always uh, give you the best options when you're playing on the field. Everyone would want to play for you. Everyone would want to be close to you. So that's Temba for you. And for me, he's my captain, regardless of me being his captain before. I must give him the respect because he's the one in charge right now. Whatever happens on and off the field, I must consult with him before I address the other players. So the respect we have for one another is incredible. Tapelo is another player. We are, as you said, we are the only 3 survivors. Yeah, but that's how life is, and that's how football is. The entire generation can never be erased away. They must be those who stay behind to maintain the culture of the club, as I said. But Tapelo has been an incredible footballer. Not a captain, I've never seen him wear the armband, but when he speaks, his leadership qualities and him on the field, uh, he's guaranteed to be.
Unmatched.
Yeah, he's incredible. A father, and he looks, he's very joyful. And for me, if I have any problem, I mean, he's the first guy I can call and say, Tapelo, I need maybe a loan of money or anything.
Oh,
He's very quick to react and he's a very happy guy. And he's part of the senior players in the team, but never see him wearing the armband. Tebza wears it. Grant can wear it. Ronwin wears the armband. But it's not about the armband. It's the leadership quality that is in the team, and of course the respect we have for one another. When we speak, the young ones listen, and we have to pass on this kind of knowledge to the young ones because we're not going to be there forever, but they need to move on with the culture of the club of Ubuntu. So these are incredible human beings, and that makes them good footballers.
good footballers. The Goalkeepers Union. Since you joined Sundowns, there's quite a number of goalkeepers that you've played alongside with. And I should mention that we've never heard of any reports of, Dennis not working along with any goalkeeper, even when Dennis is not starting. Some of us who have covered your journey remember when you are at your heights of heights and you still was working closely with everyone that was, below you. Maybe just a quick one on how you guys have ensured that the union is intact. I mean, you come in, you do your job, you go home. Ronwen is now the number one. Before that, it was, I would say, probably you. There before that, it was Mwene. How has that worked
Coach Mwene. Coach Kennedy Mwene. Yeah.
Coach Kennedy Mwene.
Coach, yeah.
How has that worked along the years?
Of course, as I said, the culture. But even before I joined Sundown, the clubs that I played for, first of all, Supersport was incredible because I worked with Andrea Renze, who was coming from Europe. He played in England, and he was incredible. And a few youngsters that I worked with. But of course, not all the clubs that had incredible goalkeeping and human beings, because some people would personalize the goalkeeping department to be theirs, whereas it's a competitive space where we have to compete, and whoever is on top plays, and it's only for the good of the club. But when I joined Sundowns, I found Wayne Sunderland and Calvin Marlin. Calvin Marlin, by that time, he was towards the end of his career, but he was incredible. And Jackson Mabokwane. So there are things that I didn't know that the coach wanted us to do as goalkeepers, but they helped me because I was new in the system and I found them at the club. So in my head, I was thinking, these guys are gonna leave me to fail all the time. But no, they allowed me to come into the
setup.
system. Yeah, and the setup was incredible. But of course, working with good human beings where they tell you, no, the coach wants you to do this, not that. So they allowed me time to be in the setup and learn and get better. So as a person, I had to embrace the challenge and of course pick up a few things from them and also
Do the same.
do the same because when Calvin Marlin left, Kennedy Mwene came in and he took over the number one spot. I wasn't playing, but Kennedy was on top. Let me just not say Kennedy. Coach Kennedy Mwene was on top,
Yes.
and he had just won the AFCON goalkeeper of the season in the PSL, and they bought him from Free State Stars. But when he came in, he did not try to show us that he's an African champion. He came in and he was ready to work. He took over the number one position, and I went on loan. But we never had anything. Yeah, so for me, it taught me that you need to work hand in hand with the people around you, regardless of the competition that you have who's playing. Because for a goalkeeper, you might stay the whole season without playing. But the guys who are not playing, the other three keepers who are not playing, they are the ones who sharpen the other one who's playing. Because if he's not doing well, the club is going to go out there and look for another goalkeeper. Because if you're not playing, which means you're not good enough to compete with the one who's playing. So work hard with him, let him perform on the pitch, and you will also be ready when you're given a chance. So the department has been strong ever since. Kennedy was the number one. I became the number one. When Ronwen came in, we gave him the same challenge of taking the team to the next level, and he has done that. I don't think there's anyone who can play out from the back like Ronwen.
Oh.
I don't think I can do that as well.
No.
It's exceptional. So everyone has his own qualities. When the team plays Ronwen, it's a different setup. When I play, when Rayad plays, Peterson, and when Jody plays, we are not all the same. But what we need to do is to give the club the positive results, and the energy that we bring in at training is what Ronwen will take into the game, because we all we want is to wish him well so that the club does well. And when it's our turn, because in life you will never know when your turn is, and when your time comes to play, he will wish you the same. So that's the energy that we have and the brotherhood that we have as goalkeepers. And I believe that the infield players also have the same, but we are just a few of them because we are 4 goalkeepers.
All right. So, just quickly as we move on to the next set of questions, there are a couple of.
Am I allowed to eat my kabaragala? Because you also want kabaragala.
So kulya kabalagala. Sajja mukodo ku byokulya. There are a couple of moments that I pick out from your career as someone who has covered you, and maybe you would summarize them and tell me which one stands out. I'll start with the Uganda Cranes, leading the Cranes to the AFCON, first time in 38 years under Coach Mitchell, and captaining the team then. The save, weird enough, against Kamabiliat in the AFCON 2019, when we were in Egypt, Zimbabwe, Uganda. Then I have to come straight to the MTN 8 final, where you showed up and decided to save all the penalties against Cape Town City.
Yeah.
And then, of course, I can't fail to mention the CAF Champions League. The first leg, the hot sun at the Lucas Moripe Stadium against Zamalek.
Yeah.
That's how much I've been following Denis. And the other probably moment we'll talk about is maybe playing at the Club World Cup. Which ones of those have I missed out? Which one would you say this one stands out?
I think you've mentioned all the top ones, but of course there's also winning African Footballer of the Year Best in Africa, because that's massive for me also. If you close your eyes and visualize how many footballers we have in Africa, how many footballers have played the CAF Champions League, and I was the chosen one to be one of the top ones. So it's for me, it's massive and it's incredible. But I would say the African Cup of Nations was massive.
Yeah.
Of course, one would say, yeah, but you didn't win it. Yes, but after so many years, the country not being at the Africa Cup of Nations and trying and trying, of course, people will talk that no, they allowed you 2 slots. Okay. Do you know that there's people who haven't qualified even with 2 slots? But it was our time to go. The guys were very much focused. I think that we also have to give it to the federation.
Yeah.
And Engineer Moses Magogo, when he came in, his target was to go actually not in 2016. He was going 2019. The target was 2019.
Yes.
And but the efforts that were put in, we went earlier than expected, because I don't know if anyone has ever slept at Njeru. Have you ever been to Njeru?
I've been there, but I've not slept there.
Okay. We went there in preparation to play Comoros away on artificial, because Njeru is an artificial turf.
Yes.
But I had refused to sleep there.
Yeah.
Because
the conditions are not the mosquitoes,
yes,
the bed,
the bed bags.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, the bed bags where it was showering with cold water in the basin.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, guys, I'm coming from South Africa and I'm going to sleep on those double deckers like I used to sleep in at school. It's cold, and I was not in the mood to do that. But by that time, Master Geoffrey was the captain, and he told me, Dennis, we need you. We need you to push the boys. And if you leave camp, because I decided to go pay for myself to sleep outside camp, come for training, go sleep. Yeah, because I was looking into the comfort zone.
Yeah.
But not knowing that this situation is going to make me stronger. And that's how they built us to be stronger. And from there, that's where we qualified for the AFCON. So those conditions made us stronger. Of course, everyone remembers the Farouk Mia goal at Nambole, but Geoffrey Serunkuma's goal in Cape Verde was massive. And we managed to qualify after so many years.
So qualification stands out.
Qualification for the AFCON stands out because the entire continent is watching. Of course, I cannot undermine the CAF Champions League because they fall into the same space. Because when we won the CAF Champions League trophy, it was in 2016. That's when we qualified for the AFCON in 2016, and then everything fell in that space because even African Football of the Year Best in Africa was in the same year. So everything came up at the right time. Whereas the one is bigger than the other because you can't say the Champions League is bigger than the AFCON. No, the AFCON is bigger than the Champions League and then the individual accolades, because normally it's not good to celebrate individual accolades because it's a one-man thing, but with the help of your teammates, it makes it possible. So incredible for me. So,
interview kayeyongereyo nga bwata
byebimpa olugambo
byebikuwa olugambo otambulamu hot water as you sip on. Let's briefly wrap up this Champions League talk. 2016 you're champion. Between then and when you've done back-to-back final appearances, there's been a bit of a struggle, you know, for Sundowns and everything. How do you wrap up all that entire period? You reach the semi-finals, you're almost there, then you're not there. How's the Champions League journey been thus far?
The Champions League journey, by the way, it's been very difficult because the moment you're a winner, everyone is hunting for you. And that has been very difficult for us because the moment we won it in 2016, believe me, we played KCC in 2017. We were almost knocked out of the Champions League.
Almost, in Kampala.
In Kampala. And that was disaster because the defending champions were going to be knocked out in the preliminary round, not even making it to the group. But thank God we managed with the goal from Anthony Lafont at KCC grounds where it made it 1-1. So it's been a struggle for us to win it again for a very long time. And but I believe this year might be our year because this year makes 10 years since we won the Champions League.
Oh yeah.
So if we win it, it will be incredible for me, Tapelo, and
Temba.
Temba Zwane after so many years of fighting, winning it again. Of course, the team has made it possible for us to go to the final once again, back-to-back finals. And we believe the team will fight to lift it this year. And we will celebrate the 10 years in style, but not easy journey. It's been very, very difficult. Champions League is not for small boys. I'm telling you, you need to have strong players with mentality, which is right, financial muscle, because you will not fly from South Africa to Tunisia on a commercial flight and think you will make it, because it's a 15 hours flight.
Extremely hard.
It's very difficult with
Delays.
You must sleep connecting to Europe or Turkey or somewhere. So it's very, very difficult. Whereas people think it's very easy to win the Champions League because it's 6 games in the group, then the quarterfinal, semi-final. The traveling makes it difficult and change, because there's a time you go to Morocco and it's cold. And you must play
we're in Morocco for the AFCON.
Yes, it becomes very difficult. Conditions are tough. For them, it's normal. Then the North Africans have the privilege of flying charter because they get support from maybe government, or they have the money. So for them, they'll come here and win easily. When you go that side, you are traveling for 20 hours, and by the time you play 50 minutes, you are tired. That's when they are. So it's not easy. It's not been easy, but the target for the club has always been to be in the final and, of course, win it.
And win it. Okay, enough of the Champions League and a little bit of Sundowns. Let's go back home a bit. So currently in the PSL, it's Denis Onyango and Salim Jamal from Uganda. Ishmael Watenga was there, but of course he's bouncing back. Dennis, I want to know why the PSL market has not attracted as many Ugandans. Because a few years ago, we had Geoffrey Massa here, Serunkuma. There was quite a number of players who are, here and there. What's the decline? Where is the decline? Where is the issue?
I'm not quite sure. So I don't know what the challenge is, but you see, for me, in my own perspective, I'm thinking, are the players doing enough to move away from our league?
Okay, good question.
Are the agents trying their best to work with other agents? Because there might be an agent here in South Africa who might see a player in Uganda and say, I want that player, I will take him to the next club. But is his agent willing to work with this agent so that they move the player to the next club? Because he might want to have the money by himself, but then you're not helping the player to become better. Because I'll tell you, I'm not an agent, but if an agent from South Africa asks me about a Ugandan player, I will recommend him highly.
Yes.
Highly, because I want to have more Ugandans here. There's a player here called Madondo. I don't know if you know Joel. Joel is here.
Yeah, we know Madondo.
Joel is here.
He's
but
here?
Yeah. He hasn't just got his papers right, but he's with Richards Bay. And that's good. I think we are also so comfortable the moment we arrive in South Africa.
I wanted to ask you, and I wanted us to be very honest and fair on this one. We're not going to call out names, but fairly, from your assessment, do you think when the Ugandan players come here, they give their all? I mean, they give a good account of themselves for others to be recommended. What's your take there?
I still believe we are softies. We want things to be done for us. And we have no resilience, because for you to be in a foreign country, you need to work extremely hard, harder than the local best players. And if I'm skillful, I need to double it up.
It's not enough.
It's not enough. There's a lot of skillful players in the world. We are all skillful, but can we work hard enough than the other person? That's the difference. Because I'm not the most talented goalkeeper in Uganda.
Yeah.
But take me to work for 3 hours. We will go all the way. At my age, I will go toe-to-toe with you, because I know football and life is all about working hard. And if you want to play around, There's someone waiting to take that position. The world is waiting. You are not the last one to play football. There will always be someone else to play in your position, and he will do it better. As I said earlier, I was the number one at Sundown.
Yeah.
Ronwen came in. He took it to another level where everyone says, wow, Ronwen. But that's how life is. But we want to live in the past, and the past will never, ever help us. We need to move on and understand that people have to work a little bit harder to get what they want. Do you think the chairman would just wake up and say, I'm not going to? Chairman works at Sundown.
He works.
He works. He's every day at the club. At 8, 8:30 when we arrive, his car is parked there in the parking.
Yeah, but just to give you context, the chairman is the son to Patrice Motsepe, who told us at AFCON that he employs almost 30,000 people across Africa. So bear that in
If
mind.
his son, who's the chairman of the club, wakes up early to come work 8 to 5 or 6 p.m., so who am I not to work? Because I'm not even a thousand year. If they call it a 1,000 year.
If
or a
it
million
exists
year.
anyway.
Yeah, but sometimes we forget these things and we start complaining and all these things. No, life is all about working hard, making a mark. Why would you move all the way from Uganda to come do these things? Because you have to work. Life
You have to go the extra mile.
You must go an extra mile. I can't stay in bed. Like the weather now it's raining. In the morning I must wake up, kick the blankets, and go to training in the rain, knowing that I have people I have to look after. And my queue is long.
Yeah.
One would look at, no, it's the wife and kids. But I also have my brother, my sister, his kids, her kids, my mom, her family members. So it's an extended family. I have friends that I have to support here and there with maybe soccer boots and equipment. So they all look up to me and they support Sundowns, regardless of whether they work with different clubs. But when it comes to work, they support me, I support them. I think sometimes players take these things for granted, relying only on their talent, and it's not enough. Talent alone is not enough because everyone in the world is talented, but are you ready to go to the next level?
That's the question
That's
to the
the
Ugandan
question.
players. So
You
now
must.
we know you need to work harder when you come to South Africa.
And people think that working hard is running the whole day. No. Just do the basic things.
And do them right.
Do them right. Don't do your own thing because everyone has a leader. When someone says, give me 10 laps, you go 10 laps. You're not going to die. He's got a reason why he's saying 10 laps. You don't go 5. No. You do what is required at that time.
Ishmael Watenga, fighting back from that torn ACL. You've been with him at Sundowns for a minute now. What's your take on the situation so far? His progress, of course, aside from the ACL injury.
Well, it made me sad seeing Watenga get injured before the AFCON because he fought for that tournament for the team to qualify for the AFCON because he was the captain, him with Aucho, and getting injured towards a couple of months before the tournament made me very, very sad because he had picked up form. And of course, at the club, he was playing by the time he was at Golden Arrows. And he got injured, I think, in a friendly.
Yeah,
in Morocco, where the tournament was going to be. So it was very sad for me to see him get injured after working so hard. But he's still a young man. Not to say he's a very, very young man, but he is at the right age for a goalkeeper to become even better. I'm happy that he's back training right now. We speak, me and Ismail, we speak the way I speak to any other player in Ugandan player. I even speak to Travis Mutiaba. And I mean, we have no connection, but it's just because we are Ugandans playing in a foreign country. When I went to Tunisia, he sent me his jersey. And I was very, very happy to have Travis's jersey. And this is the brotherhood that we want in the team, and that is what I bring to the club, and of course the national team. No one must be bigger than the other. And so, for me, seeing Watenga back in training is at Tax, which is also a very good club. It's not in the top division, but it's a club with all the facilities. When we going for pre-season, we do it at Tax. All the equipments for Cybex and the top doctors are all at Tax. So he's in the right hands, and I believe in a couple of months he'll be back playing football, and of course playing for the national team, because he deserves to be there, because he worked very, very hard to make sure that he keeps that number 1 jersey. But he has to fight and
get back.
Because it's not easy, regardless of me being there. But I'm just there part-time, because I was just there covering up a few loopholes here and there and trying to bring the team together. But I think that is his sport. Him and Jamal must fight. And of course, there's a lot of youngsters. I saw a young Villa goalkeeper, Lukwago. Davis. I saw Golofa coming all right. They just need to find the right person to speak sense in their heads, to make sure that they are focused. We've all been in those situations where you are in and out of the national team, performing and underperforming, but it's the belief that they have to insert in them and make sure that they fight, because it's a fight.
It's a fight. Give 100%. Let's come to the national team now, the Uganda Cranes, and I think for the Cranes, it's only fair for us to roll it back, because about 5 years ago, we are one of the people who officially announced that El Capitano had decided to, step down or retire from the national team, international football. But of course, he kept playing for Sundowns. But a couple of years later, we just saw a list released ng'omusajja kwali netugamba akomawo nga goalkeeper trainer wasikenge simu tazikwata netugaffe katuwandike bye tumanyi. Anyways, here we are. We went to AFCON, and he actually played for the Uganda Cranes at the AFCON. Even before that, we had a couple of games where he was involved in. So before we get to all of that, what happened? You announced. Take us to that turnaround. What exactly happened?
I did announce, and it's been in the pipeline for a couple of years, because, as I said, it's not very easy to find a stable goalkeeper, a leader on the pitch, a leader off the pitch, and someone who speaks for the team. That's very important.
Speaks for the team?
Yes.
That is important.
Speaking for the team, because the team needs someone who's going to stand out and say, enough of this, we need this, and all that. And I believe that I've tried to do that even at the club, because at the club, when there is an issue, I have to stand up and tell maybe a player or the players that, look, this must stop. We must focus and go in this journey. At the national team, I was doing the same. And of course, without disrespecting the other party, because we work hand in hand. But a lot of people have been speaking to me to say, come back to the national team. And
first edit, not a lot of people. Very important people, please. You're misusing the English language, Onyango.
No.
Yes.
For me, I think everyone is important in life.
Oh, okay.
Regardless of what to do. So there was a couple of talks here and there, come back. But I saw there are a lot of young potential goalkeepers in the country. It's unfortunate that when I left, and Jamal also left, and I believe that he was ready to step in, Odonkara disappeared from the scene, and he was, for me, second or third in line to take over. He also disappeared from everywhere. And then the team had to start looking at
other options,
where Watenga. Well, by the way, Watenga was in and out of this of the
setup.
Yeah, so I had to support where I could, maybe speak to them, or support
motivate
clubs,
them.
motivate them, and make them aware that it's possible. It's not my position. Make it your position. So they all had challenges. were not playing regularly. Lukwago, I think he went to Ethiopia and he was having his challenges. And Allianz also left URA and he went to Ethiopia. Watenga was in and out at Golden Arrows, moving from one club to another without getting so much game time, but on loan. But he had the potential. So I said, no, I'm not coming back. So when
Say it, Dennis. It's okay. I've been. You see, you've
no,
spent.
we are not going to mention names.
You've spent 5 hours there. Let's
When
get
the
this out.
phone call came in,
Thank you very much. Re-say it. Just when what?
when the phone call came in,
Yes.
I was actually going to camp in Polokwane. We had a game in Polokwane. Yes. So I told the person behind the phone call, look, I'm going to camp. I will get back to you the moment I settle in camp. So it's a 3-4 hours drive with the bus, because I was in the bus and I couldn't have that conversation of the national team because it was going to put me under pressure.
Yeah.
When I arrived in camp, it was 3 hours. They called after 6 hours. I didn't pick.
The person insisted.
I didn't pick.
I know that person.
I didn't. I didn't pick.
Yes.
So I sent a message, say I'm in camp, but I will get back to you after the game, the following day after the game. But the game finished late because we finished around 11, and that's 12 a.m. in Uganda. I found the missed calls, but I didn't return the call again.
Yes.
Eventually, I had to take a bold decision and call back.
Yes.
And listen to what's happening, because at the end of the day, I couldn't just run away. I must take a decision. But after discussing with the person on the call, I said, look, I need to speak to the club because the club knows that I'm retired.
Yeah.
I need to speak to my family because I know what's coming.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know what's going to happen from
the backlash and
the
reactions
from and it affects not only me, it affects the family, it affects my mom, it affects everyone around me, because whether it's positive, because it can never be only positive.
It can never.
It's going to have some issues and with a country that is sinking into politics, it's difficult.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I was also considering that I'm serving a nation which is proud of having me, and a footballing nation which needs me to support. Because a couple of months back, I was a coach at the Chan.
Goalkeeper
trainer for a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Because the club said, no, we need you. You cannot allow you to stay the entire period of the tournament, the Chan tournament. So I had to fly back. But I saw the quality which was there, and I knew that they can do the job, but I cannot say it with my own eye. Other people saw something different. So when the call came in, I had to look into all those things and consult a few people. They said, look, there's not so many people that retire and get recalled to the national team.
Yeah.
I'm one of those few.
Yes.
And I've never seen any Ugandan who retired and recalled to the national team before.
I've not seen one either.
And I've never had one.
Yeah.
So, and I've never had a 40-year-old being recalled to the national team in Uganda.
No. No one.
So, regardless of the backlash, I was also making history.
Oh, you looked at the positive side.
I only had to look at the positive side. The backlash will always be there, whether I went and performed or underperformed. But I also had to speak to the captain, Aucho.
Yeah.
How does he feel when I'm there?
Yeah.
Am I going to pose threats to his? Because he's the captain, and when I left, I was a captain, and I told him straight, look, I'm not a captain. Even if he still calls me the captain, I told him I'm not going to wear that armband when you are on the field.
Yeah.
And I made it clear with the coach that I'm not going to wear the armband.
Yeah.
If I'm on the field and Aucho is not on the field and the coach decides that I must wear the armband, I'm not going to refuse the responsibility. But if Aucho is on the field,
he's captain.
He's the captain. Any decision that the team has to take, he's
He's
the leader.
He's the leader, yeah.
So we had to agree on a few things and make sure everything is in line for the national team to go in the right direction.
So you're saying, just briefly, that number one, there was discussions on how you return.
Yes.
And those included you not being the captain immediately.
Yes.
You also said Aucho remains captain.
Aucho remains the captain.
Also, maybe also clear the air here. Were you given sacks of money to come back? Because that's also out there. Emmanuel, maybe.
Look, show me anyone in Uganda that is going to give you money and keep quiet. It will eventually come out that, no, we gave him money. We gave him money to do this. We gave him money. And money is not the biggest issue for me. I play for the biggest club on the continent at the moment. I play for one of the richest people in the continent. And money is not the issue. It's pride. Loving your nation. That's very important. Loving your nation, because the nation has been there for me. And I couldn't just say no to an opportunity to play an AFCON or qualifiers for the World Cup for the nation.
Yeah.
So for me, it was not about money. So I only returned because the nation needed me. And the moment they say, no, Dennis, you know what? You can't go back to your retirement village.
You're good to go.
I'm good to go. But I know there's a lot of maybe players who would say, no, he betrayed us. Those who I played with before, he betrayed us.
That I won't be honest. That's what they said,
the same players I was fighting for.
Yes.
To get money or to be treated well.
Their bonuses.
They are the same players that betrayed me.
Yeah.
When we discuss things, they go behind me and say
put them out.
Yes. So I never betrayed them. I was just doing my part as a footballer. Yeah. And I didn't go and say, no, don't give this guy money or don't play him. Never. I've never done that, because everyone has his own qualities. Yeah. But if someone says, no, but he betrayed us, why did he go back to the national team? It's a national team. It's not a club. It's not owned by anyone. So for me to go play for the national team, it was for the national pride. And I think I was still the face of the national team.
Okay, it's okay.
But there is youngsters like the Alan Okellos who have been incredible. Yeah. And we need to support them. You, a youngster, you can't. No, but Dennis,
you're still the face, because when they say Denis Onyango is on that start list or is on the Cranes team, or if those adverts you have everywhere.
But again, people are like, no. When they called him, he said, "Bring back Jamal." I was never involved in that decision.
Oh yeah,
I've never. I do not tell the coach who to call. Yeah. It's his decision. If the coach said, "I need Jamal to come back," I support the decision. We work hand in hand, and everyone must do his job. I don't want at the end of the day to coach to come out and say, no, Dennis told me. No, that's not. I'm not a coach. I'm a player just like anyone else, and we all stay in the same hotel. We train the same. We run the same. We sleep in the same hotel. We do the things together. We earn the same.
Yeah.
There's no one who will say, no, Dennis, because they gave them $6,000, he got 8,000. No, I don't do that, because we must all earn our money.
Yeah.
And that's what we did.
So, guys, we've cleared the air. Denis Onyango didn't receive any money to return with the national team. It was his decision. He talked to his family, people who are close to him, to finally make that decision. He read all those negative comments.
I saw them.
Yeah.
I saw them. But as I said...
But he moved on.
Negativity will never pull me down. Because at the end of the day, life has to move on, and that's how it is.
And that's how it is. Anyways, as we conclude on this Cranes issue, the AFCON 2025, the team that played the AFCON qualifiers and the team that played the World Cup qualifiers, the kind of performance they had sort of mirrored that when the AFCON comes, there's sort of going to be some sort of good performance. But that wasn't exactly the case. 1 point, 3 games. You also made the record. 3 goalkeepers played. in a full game. How do you sum up the AFCON campaign, and how do you look at the Crane setup now as Denis Onyango? Because yeah, you're still in it. I mean, you played at the AFCON, so
I think the team did very well in the qualifiers and in the World Cup qualifiers. We were very close,
yeah,
very, very close. The team looked strong, but when we went to the tournament, things changed. But that's the name of the tournament. Most of the boys, it was their first time playing
at that stage.
at that stage. Forget the qualification. Qualification, anyone can play. In the qualifiers, believe me, everyone can play. But at the tournament, you only have one or two chances to get to the next stage. And for me, that chance was against Tanzania.
Yeah.
We did not start well with Tunisia. The conditions were not favoring us. They favored Tunisia, but that's not an excuse. We could have done better, but we gave them so much respect, and in those moments they scored quick goals. But you could see that there's a time where we managed the game, and when we scored, we were on top of them. But in a tournament, you can never wait for it to get so late. You need to get the results as soon as possible. And against Tanzania, unfortunately, the young man missed a penalty where anyone could miss it. Alan was the national team penalty taker. He was on top of the list, and he was scoring them. Even in the Chan tournament, he was scoring them. So why would we change just because we are at the AFCON? So people will always complain, but I think that was our biggest opportunity to make it to the next round, because the third best team position was there for a taking.
I mean, Tanzania reached the next round.
Yeah, and by then they got 2 draws.
Yeah.
If we had won against Tanzania, that's 3 points. They went through with 2 points. But as I said, it's all about planning your journey. I don't think we really planned very well on
the preparation.
Yeah, who must we give everything? That Tanzania, there we must win. We were in doubts, and when you're in doubt in football, you will never get full performance. So the game spoke, but it was a very good game, good tournament against Nigeria. We had our drama here and there. I got injured. Jamal got a red card, and we set a record, 3 keepers in one game. But it wasn't a good record, but that's life. We learn from these things, and when I got injured, I knew that things are going to be very, very difficult, because we were playing a very strong team. And when Jamal got a red card, I knew it was going to be terrible. But everyone got his chance. Allianz came in, and unfortunately, we couldn't contain the big Nigerians. But I think that experience was good enough for the boys to take it to the next campaign, which is at home.
Okay, good context there on the AFCON 2025. The AFCON 2027 is going to be co-hosted in Kenya, Tanzania, and Uganda.
You said it perfect.
How excited are you?
I am very much excited.
Yeah.
Very, very much excited, because it's an opportunity for Ugandans to make money as well. For the economy to grow as well, you need such events, because you'll find hotels, Airbnb, restaurants, bars, nightclub, breweries, people who cook, those ladies, the stewards. So it gives opportunities to so many people. The airlines, the airport is going to be flooded, the tourism sector, because we have to show off Lake Victoria and all those beautiful things in Uganda. But all in all, it's an opportunity for East Africa to show that we can also co-host big tournaments. We did with the Chan tournament. Believe me, I was the CAF ambassador.
Yeah.
But you should have seen the excitement. I didn't watch games in Nambole because the season was on. But I watched the final. I was in Kenya, and East Africans love football. They did not choose who's playing. All they wanted, they showed up for every game, and that's what football loves. So that alone, the East African collaboration of Kenya, Tanzania, and Uganda is going to build a strong bond between the countries, and of course show what East Africa is made of in terms of football and development, and also to get more facilities, not only for football, because when Nambole was renovated, they also renovated the outside pitch,
Yes.
which hosted the rugby.
Africa Cup.
Yeah, you see how
Even the league, Heathens Pirates.
Yeah. So the infrastructure gets expanded, because now if you have a stadium in Masinde, I mean, people from that side will use it. They're building the Akibwa Stadium.
Yeah.
So the infrastructure part is going to be developed. Wankulukuku Stadium is going to be upgraded. I see Ugandans are watching so much football at Kadiba. So I'm very much excited to see this tournament, and I see stadiums are being finished soon and renovating Nambole. It's very, very nice. Of course, it comes with a cost, but football cannot never be run without money.
Without money.
Yeah, money has to be involved.
Just like, I mean, you say you're excited. Should Ugandans also be extremely excited for that day when the cranes open up against Ivory Coast at Nambole at 7 p.m. and you're walking out of that tunnel with your gloves?
Why did he involve me?
I want to know. Ugandans want to know if they're going to buy that much, because tickets are about to be sold for AFCON 2027.
No, but the qualifications haven't even
No,
started.
Ugandans already qualified, and we're going to be seeded with Kenya and Tanzania. So
imagine Uganda is going to be seeded for the first time.
Yes, man. Pot A. But seeding Onyango.
Yeah, of course. But
you be seeded.
Good problems.
Egypt are in there.
No problem.
Cape Verde are in there.
No problem.
Bafana in there. So you better tell us, sir, if we should wait or people should buy those tickets. Nambole Jule.
Of course, people must buy tickets. I've never been to Hoima.
Yeah.
I also see it on TV and photos, but it looks incredible, regardless of the negativity around the dressing room and all those things. Those things will be fixed, and those are small things that can be fixed.
True.
And the country can do that. But regardless of me being
there or not,
people must come watch. And people in Ugandans love entertainment. They love football. You saw how it was with the Chan tournament. And I believe it's going to be one of the best tournaments.
So a couple of questions as we conclude, really briefly. Number one, Sundowns, few games to go. Is this going to be the 9th straight title and 13th for you?
Yeah, 13th.
Yes.
Yeah, it is. Not yet, but we are on the right path. We believe in the process. It's not going to be easy. Like I'm just saying it, that it's going to be win 5 games. No, it's difficult. So we will give our best. We will try and make sure we put the team where it belongs, and that's on top. It's not going to be easy, and everyone is fighting us. We know that everyone is fighting us. But that's how it is in football. In football. So we will keep going, and at the end of the day, we must deliver, because we are paid to deliver trophies, and we haven't delivered any trophy this season. So with the support we have at home, with the supporters coming in numbers, even away from home, they travel and support us. We will try and give them the joy that they deserve, because they've been with us through thick and thin. And we didn't start well, of course, with a lot of challenges, but that we will discuss after delivering the trophies that are at hand.
Okay. The Denis Onyango Foundation, a bit quiet. What's happening there?
Yeah, the foundation has been quiet because sometimes it needs time. I'm at the club where the only time you're going to get is at the end of the season.
And maybe in the international break.
And then I came back to the national team, and you can't do much, because in December we were away in Morocco, and the company that supports me, and that's GSB Uganda.
Yes,
It's the
sir.
GSB Uganda.
GSB Uganda, thank you for supporting my brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I know that receive some of the money. Big up on yourselves.
I know. They will look after you.
Yeah.
GSB Uganda. It also has a plan. They must plan the way they must do things, the CSRs, but my schedule sometimes doesn't allow them to plan properly because I'm in and out. I'm in of the country and out. But this time around in June, we are planning something to give back to the Ugandans. I've done it before, but I supported my school also in Butambala, Ntanda College, with a couple of equipment, money, and trying to fix their training field. And of course, in Busia, where I come from. So this time around, we are planning something big in June.
Okay.
Just within the World Cup or before the World Cup, so that we give back to the people who have been supporting Denis Onyango and the foundation to see that we help the unprivileged. But it's not easy. It's not an easy thing to plan. And we cannot only do football tournaments. No, we must also support in different sectors.
Yeah.
Whether to give something to the hospital, to the elderly, to the young ones, the orphanage. So we are looking at doing something big
In June.
In June, yeah.
Okay, June, wait for the Denis Masinde Onyango Foundation. We shall all be a part of it. My final question is just briefly give me that Sundowns 11. You've played with over 60 players. And surely, Dennis, you're number one in goal.
It's very difficult. I've played with quality.
Okay, name your 5 best players that you've worked with at Sundowns.
5 best.
Yes. Minus you.
Minus me.
Yes.
So I must name 5 minus me.
Yes.
Tembazwane.
Mushishi.
Yes. Thombo Kekana.
Oh, I've not seen Klompo, man. I mean, let's say, bro.
He's in Germany. He went to see how they do things at Leipzig. We're playing a friendly with Leipzig at the end of the season. So he as a club ambassador, he went to Leipzig.
Boy from Zubidela.
Yeah, Zubidela. The people say we look alike.
Oh.
Like brothers.
Okay.
The third one, I'll give you Kama Billiat. Yeah, I know Kama Billiat was
top.
Was top. He was an incredible striker. Whether you play him as a winger or as a striker, he was
top.
Nah, he was top. How many are those?
3.
I will involve the current generation that I'm with.
Yes.
I will put Teboho Mokoena.
Tebza.
In the midfield.
Sharp.
I'll put Tebza. Those are 4.
One more.
I will go for it's very difficult. It's very, very difficult because Jesus, these guys have been incredible. Pesitao.
Oh.
Pesitao with that left foot.
Incredible.
Well, he was a monster. One would say he was a young man, small man, but small man with a big heart. He was never intimidated by anyone. That's why I think he managed to go in Europe and play in England. And of course, he went to Belgium and he's in Vietnam, I think, right now. But he had an incredible career. For me, for his size, he was a
top player.
Yeah, he was a
top
your
player. 5 players coached by
Pitso Mosimane.
Coached by Sir Jingles.
Jingles. Because I will say Jingles because Jingles picked me from Tanzania, where I was playing Gosafa. He gave me the opportunity to showcase my talent in South Africa. Of course, I cannot leave out all the coaches that have worked with me and have made me a better goalkeeper, better player, a better person. But I was with him for more than any other coach.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there you go. Any last words to the fans, Denis Masinde Onyango, Sundowns?
To the fans,
thank
you for supporting Denis Onyango all those years. The disappointments, the positives, the trophies, the difficult times we've been through. Those are the things that make our journey incredible. Ugandans supporting me, regardless of club level or national team, and those who might not support me, but they watch football. When you watch me and don't support me, which means you support me. So you've been incredible. And I don't take it for granted. Thank you for giving me the opportunity. When you support me, you support my family, you support everyone around me, and you make me stronger. So keep supporting the Uganda Cranes. And regardless of whether I'm playing or not playing, your nation will always be first priority. So keep supporting. Come in numbers and support the Pamoja initiative, the Africa Cup of Nations coming to East Africa, because you never know when next it's going to be there.
Yeah.
So embrace it, enjoy it, and support the people behind it. And of course, to the Yellow Nation, thank you very much for the opportunity that you've given me all those years I've been at the club, and the other clubs that I've played for, because they made me who I am. I thank you for the patience that you've shown me and shown in me, and of course looking after me all those years. And Sundowns, we're going for the Champions League. Of course, the league is first priority, but the Champions League is the biggest thing that we can give to our supporters. So come in numbers for the final, and let's go lift it in Morocco. Cabo Yellow. And of course, thanks to the pitch side, coming all the way from Uganda.
Yes, sir.
To support Denis Onyango, the Denis Onyango Foundation.
Yeah.
And of course, passing on the best news and sports entertainment. Thank you very much.
Sajja mpadde akalango wano n'oluzungu nga luyitirivu. Katusuubire nti eno interview will have 50k views by the time we upload it.
You've not shown my family.
I'm going to speak to Dion.
Forget Dion. The entire family. Dion will be shy.
Oh, he'll be shy? The next
really
goalkeeper is going to be shy?
Well,
why?
But those are the boys that keep me going. The last born wakes up and keeps awake until you see those late night videos I make at 1 a.m., 2 a.m. when I'm coming back from camp. Dario waits for me. He doesn't sleep. He waits on the couch. The moment I open that garage,
he's there for you.
He's there for me. And before he goes to bed, he says, "You're back? Okay, welcome back." And
oh man, that's huge.
So they keep me going. They support me in all the aspects, regardless whether I play or not play. They know that I'm at work and want us to be working for them, to be in school and have something for them.
All right, guys, we can talk until the cows come home, like they say. Big appreciation to my brother, Denis Masinde Onyango. Thank you so much, sir, for hosting us here in SA, for coming through on pitch side. This is the first of many interviews. Yeah, even when Sundowns came to Kampala, Kennedy Bweni was on pitch side. The club chairman was on pitch side. Dennis briefly, wademwali omuyita utungulu tebuyidde. But
by the way, we're cooking. I want to bring Sundowns back to Uganda.
Bigger and better. By the way, Victor Wanyama sent you greetings. I was in Nairobi.
Victor Wanyama. He's my brother. I'm half Kenyan.
Yeah, I said that too.
But we're planning to bring Sundowns before the AFCON. It will be good. What do you think?
No, let's go.
People watch Sushine and Piano.
And Hoima is ready. So even Nambole is available.
Why don't we have one in Busia Stadium?
Let's go to Busia. Let's go to Busia.
They won't manage the stadium. But anyway, that's the story for another day. Thanks for being with us.
All right, guys, please subscribe and keep it pictured as always. Sharp. Cheers.